Hey, Warriors, welcome back to Warriors Resolve Intent in Action, the place where we turn creative challenges into opportunities for growth. Today, we're diving into creative stillness and drawing inspiration from Anne Lamott from the book titled Self Care. Just a quick note, any quotes shared in this episode are for context and inspiration under fair use. Now, let's get into it. Here before we get started, just to give people time to kind of settle in and get their things going, or the laptops up, their beverages, or just whatever they plan on working during the stream. We kind of go over a little session just to get us settled in. And we refer to our 4 pillars during this session as our warrior intention, warrior's words, warrior's inter conflict, and warrior's resolve. And this month, for the month of August, we've been focusing on meditation and self-care as our warrior intent. And for the warrior words, I did pull a quote from Anne Lamott, and it reads, "Almost everything will work out again if you unplug it for a few minutes, including you." Now, Anne Lamott is an American novelist and nonfiction writer known for her humorous and self-depreciating works. She is particularly recognized for her candid and insightful reflections on life and personal growth. So, with our conflict, this month we have about 3 or 4 that we've been thinking about as co-creators, and it's busyness, overwhelm, overthinking, which is my personal favorite, and anxiety. And as creators, just trying to go back to the theme of the quote in terms of doing nothing, you know that the thrill of new ideas and the drive to bring them to life, that just purely just motivates us. But what happens when that excitement becomes overwhelming? Sometimes the most powerful action is inaction, actually, which makes absolutely no sense to us. But what does it truly mean to do nothing? It means being still and being present. And again, I know that that's a difficult task because we have so many deadlines, we have so many demands on us on a daily basis, not just from the ones that we place on ourselves, but those on the outside of us as well, with family, careers, and just about anything. And I always like to include individuals that go to school, because sometimes people don't realize that is a very demanding thing to do, also to go to school. And yet the practice in terms of doing nothing is very crucial for co-creators, and the reason being is because it helps us avoid burnout, and it keeps our creative wheelhouse full, so that we can continue to share with others and then also just nurture ourselves. So I do have a call to action, even though I did just particularly go over doing nothing. But if you would like, join us in terms of embracing stillness as a creative practice. And you can do that by just sharing what you kind of do for your stillness moments. And please feel free to use the hashtag creative stillness. All right, that's what I have for us tonight. Thanks for hanging out with me today on Warriors Resolve Intent in Action. The quotes shared in this episode are used to spark conversation and inspire new perspectives in alignment with the fair use doctrine. If you're curious about the sources, check the episode description for more details. If this episode resonated with you, be sure to subscribe and leave a review. You can listen to Warriors Resolve Intent in Action on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, and YouTube. Your support helps this creative community grow. Until next time, keep creating, keep growing, and remember, your creativity has no limits. Catch you in the next one.